Welcome to The Explainer. I am so thrilled you're tuning in today because we are charting a direct path through the incredibly massive and, let's be honest, sometimes completely overwhelming world of digital entrepreneurship. We've literally curated the ultimate top 10 online business ideas for 2026. And we're not just throwing random concepts at you hoping something sticks. No, we've organized them into a strategic ladder to success. We're going to guide you step by step from low-barrier, fast cash models all the way up to highly scalable, high-margin tech companies. So whether you're just hunting for a weekend side hustle or you're aiming to build the absolute next big software platform, this ladder has a rung specifically for you.
Now, to really grasp why this matters right at this exact moment, consider this staggering figure, $375,000. That was the average annual sales for independent U.S. sellers in Amazon Store in 2025 alone. Actually, get this, over 75,000 of those independent sellers completely smashed past the $1 million mark in sales. I really want you to let the sheer scale of the 2026 digital economy sink in for a second. The opportunity out there is absolutely mind-blowing. People exactly like you are capturing serious, life-changing wealth simply by finding the right digital niche.
So here is our roadmap for the Explainer today. We'll start with the 2026 digital boom. Then we climb the ladder. Tier 1 covers fast cash models. Tier 2 dives into the creator economy. And Tier 3 explores high-margin SaaS. And finally, we wrap up with a crucial step, validating your winning idea.
Okay, let's dive right into this. Section 1, the 2026 digital boom.
We absolutely have to understand the landscape we're building in today. Just look at this number, 73%. A recent economic survey found that 73% of micro, small, and medium enterprises are reporting notable business growth driven directly by digital adoption. The digital revolution, it's not coming anymore. It has already completely reshaped how we do business. The single strongest step you can take toward financial freedom today is leveraging this digital infrastructure. There truly has never, ever been a better time to start. You've got minimal capital requirements and literal global reach sitting right at your fingertips.
All right, let's hit Section 2, Tier 1. Fast cash models.
Now, what's really interesting here is how these service and e-commerce models require little to no budget to get off the ground, and they offer the absolute fastest path to putting cold hard cash in your pocket. Check out the incredible contrast between the practically non-existent startup costs and the super rapid time to revenue for our first three ideas. Number 1 is freelancing or becoming a virtual assistant. Startup cost, basically zero. Time to your first dollar, just weeks. It relies purely on the skills you already have. Number 2 is print on demand. You create custom designs for shirts or mugs, but, and here's the kicker, a supplier only prints and ships them when an actual order comes in. And idea 3 is drop shipping. Both of these e-commerce models take minimal upfront investment, and you can realistically see your first dollars flowing in just 1 to 3 months. You're basically trading a bit of time and hustle for quick cash flow, totally skipping the burden of buying heavy, expensive inventory up front.
Just to make sure we're absolutely all on the same page here, dropshipping is an e-commerce model where you sell products online without ever storing the inventory yourself. It's brilliant. When a customer buys from your online store, a third-party supplier handles all the messy fulfillment stuff and ships the item directly to your customer. So, what's your main job? Marketing and customer service. It is a fantastic, low-risk way to test out new product ideas.
Moving right along to Section 3, Tier 2. The creator economy.
Okay, so moving up to this rung of the ladder requires a bit of a mindset shift. Instead of instant cash, this tier is all about building an audience first and monetizing it over time. Let's look at our next 3 ideas. Number 4 is starting a YouTube channel. Number 5, podcasting. And number 6, affiliate marketing. Notice how the time to first dollar has drastically changed compared to Tier 1. We are now looking at anywhere from 3 to 12 months. It requires a much longer runway and, frankly, immense patience. But if you can consistently create content that a specific audience absolutely loves, whether that's video, audio, or a blog, the compounding potential is unbelievable. You aren't just making a quick buck, you're building highly valuable digital real estate.
So once you've built up that audience trust, how do you actually make money? Well, you tap into this incredibly diverse ecosystem of creator income streams. You aren't just relying on one single paycheck anymore. You can earn through platform advertising, lucrative brand sponsorships, premium subscriptions like Patreon or Substack, selling your own digital products, or even crowdfunding. It's a platform-driven economy that totally bypasses traditional media gatekeepers, meaning you can monetize your creative output across multiple overlapping channels.
So the crucial point we need to make here is, this is not some get-rich-quick scheme. Actually, only 0.1% of creators are able to earn a full-time living solely through their channels. The vast majority derive no direct monetary gain whatsoever, with the platforms themselves holding on to a lot of the value. Now, we are presenting this totally neutrally, just to give you a reality check. Succeeding in Tier 2 takes sheer dedication, relentless consistency, and a really smart strategy to diversify those income streams way beyond just basic ad revenue.
All right, time for the big leaks. Section 4, Tier 3, High-Margin SaaS.
If you want to build a truly massive, highly scalable asset, B2B or business-to-business software as a service remains the absolute most lucrative model out there. We're talking massive 75 to 90% gross margins and beautifully predictable recurring revenue. But where is the actual tangible opportunity in 2026? Well, this brilliantly illustrates the divide. On one side, we have horizontal SaaS. Think of your generic customer relationship management or project management tools. Honestly, it's saturated. It's completely dominated by massive enterprise incumbents, and the competition is fierce. But on the flip side, we have vertical SaaS. This is the sweet spot. This is where you target very specific, underserved mid-market gaps and build software strictly for industry-specific workflows. By solving one highly specific problem for one specific industry, like logistics or maybe healthcare, you face way lower competition. Plus, you enjoy incredibly low customer churn because your software literally becomes essential to their daily operations.
And that brings us to the final 4 ideas, rounding out our top 10, all zeroing in on these vertical SaaS gaps. Idea 7 is an AI sales coaching platform for mid-market sales teams, giving reps real-time AI prompts right during their calls. Idea 8 is telehealth practice management, which seamlessly integrates scheduling and billing for small, independent clinics. Idea 9 is subscription analytics specifically for SaaS operators to help them recover lost revenue. And Idea 10 is an IoT operations platform designed for hardware startups. Notice the revenue potential on these. You're targeting businesses with established budgets where a smart AI-native product creates a genuine 10x improvement over their clunky old spreadsheets.
Which brings us to our final act, Section 5, Validating Your Winning Idea.
Look, having a great idea from our top 10 list simply isn't enough. Listen to this pretty jarring truth. One of the biggest reasons startups fail is not because of poor marketing, lack of funding, or strong competition. It is because they build products or services that customers simply do not want. A staggering 42% of startups fail right out of the gate. Why? Because founders spend months and thousands of dollars building in total secrecy only to finally launch and hear crickets. They skip validation. Validation is the absolutely crucial process of proving real customer demand before you invest heavy time or your hard-earned money.
Let's move to how this builds a solid foundation. Here is the exact, actionable validation procedure you need to avoid that failure. First, you test with content marketing. Just put up a simple landing page or a targeted social post. Next, measure customer interest. Are people actually clicking? Are they signing up? Then, analyze your competitors to see exactly what they're lacking. Only after you've done all that do you actually build a minimum viable product, or MVP, which is basically the simplest possible version of your service or software. Finally, you get that MVP into the hands of a few paying customers and immediately adapt based on their direct feedback. The goal? Secure those first few customers well before you ever try to scale.
Now, thankfully, in 2026, you don't have to guess. We have incredible tools at our disposal to do this super affordably. You can use AI predictive analytics to model customer behavior before you even launch. You can deploy automated surveys to gather instant, actionable feedback. If you're going the e-commerce route, tools like the Amazon Product Opportunity Explorer can show you exactly what customers are frantically searching for. There are even free validation platforms out there that can give your business idea a market demand and competition score in just 120 seconds. Leverage these tools. Confirm that your idea solves a real, painful problem that people are actually willing to pay to fix.
So we've covered the top 10 ideas for 2026. We've gone from the fast cash of dropshipping to the audience building of the creator economy, all the way up to the highly lucrative heights of vertical SaaS. The opportunities out there are vast, but let's be real. Nothing happens until you take that very first step. So what is it going to be? Which rung of the ladder will you climb first to validate your 2026 online business? Are you going to chase fast cash, build a loyal audience, or engineer the next great software? Pick your rung, start validating today, and go build your future. Thanks so much for joining me on this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.